Good afternoon, everyone. You know, now this Madeleine McCann case is back in my head, and now I have to rant and rave a bit. Okay. First of all, I'm going to talk about this platform that Julia, as in Polish Madeleine, give her the platform, if you know what I mean. Now, bear in mind, Sean Atwood has got nearly 1 million subscribers, all right? And Ron, the Scottish guy who is like a co-pilot, he's as fucking hyped up as, you know what I mean? His head is fucking messed. I think he's got ADHD or something. You know what I mean? He just goes starkers, if that makes sense. But these men, grown-ass fucking men, give this young girl, Julia, Polish Madeleine, a platform, okay? So they enabled this young girl, okay. But then there was an ex-cop who actually put Julia to Atwood, even though this ex-cop knew in his head is saying that Madeleine's dead. So it was well fucked up, Waynes, right? Well fucked up. But Sean Atwood and Ron pretend they've got concerns. If that makes sense. Look, they have no concerns when it's all got ka-ching, 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 ka-ching for the platform. Does that make sense? They enabled that young girl to just go on and on and on, all right? Looking for DNA, analysing the eye, because Maddy's got to be default in the eye. Well, so does Julia, okay? Analysing voice over an AI app. Oh, do you know what I mean? And then, never mind them two men who enabled a young girl, trying to say, oh, she hasn't got mental health. Well, if the young girl is sitting up on a platform talking about her essay when she was younger, flashbacks, crying, subscribers are throwing her money, that young girl will have mental health, you know, if she has been essayed, as she says, when she was younger, if she can't remember her childhood, there's no photographs of her as a child. Well, believe it or not, there's no photographs of me as a child either, right? But, do you know what I mean? Thank God. Remember, once upon a time, there used to be film reels, right? Well, apparently, every photograph that was taken of me as a child got destroyed, was something or other. So there's none of me, maybe from 0 to 1. And then I did ask, was I adopted? Because there's no photographs of me, blah, 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 right? And he says, yeah, Louise, you are. Who do you think your father is? Well, all I had to do was look in the mirror, right? But anyway, that's besides the point. No, I just, now this young girl, Julia, is Polish Maddy, is now in jail. Clink, clink. Arrested now and charged with 4 charges. 4 charges of stalking. And they're quite serious stalking. You know what I mean? I can't remember now. He must be due out. What do you call your man, the ginger hair man? Anybody in the comments, put a comment down below. The ginger hair man who had a big platform, who emailed, harassed people, blah, 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 and got 5 years and had to do 2.5. But I think he's out this June or July. He was the first one I knew of that in England that you got jailed for harassment because he harassed people. He tried to say he didn't, but he did. And I think he got 5 years. But these, now, by the way, I'm talking to myself. This Sean Atwood with the nearly 1 million subscribers on his platform is sitting up, you know, him and that Ron and whoever else, Beverly the psychic, you know what I mean? Anything she's saying, oh my God, you know. Whether I'm psychic or not, I've worked it all out, if you know what I mean. Jesus, you know. All she might as well say, I think, instead of saying, I see, right? You know, look, I love the fucking tarot cards. I love this fucking psychic shit, right? I love it because, guess what? I'm just saying, I would be the best at it if I was a fucking storyteller, if you know what I mean. You have to be a good storyteller to be a tarot reader. I've seen this all before. A tarot reader or pretending you're a psychic, blah, blah, blah. You just have to be a storyteller. And maybe someday something will come true, if that makes sense, you know. It's just as I say that you're, me personally, I just say, I'm fucking 10 steps ahead of you. You know what I mean? I have them thoughts in my head even before it happens, right? I'm not psychic. I'm 10 steps ahead of people. That's all I say, you know. But anyway, we'll talk about this Sean Atwood and Ron on this fucking platform who fucking, I'm telling you, have abused and mentally abused this young girl when she's already mentally abused and disturbed, thinking that she's Madeleine. Yet again, she could be. God only knows. But they enabled that young girl and saying that she could be a private detective and, oh, you're brilliant, you're so strong, blah, blah, blah. That's what I call enabling. Somebody who wants to get praise or needs praise just to fulfill her needs, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. Because the girl is depressed, right? Because her family will not give her a DNA or whatever they're looking at. I don't, well, they'll probably say it, oh, for fuck's sake, would you wise up? Of course I'm your father. Of course you're your mother. I'm your mother. Blah, blah, blah. Would you wise up? You know? And give her a clip around the ear. Do you know what I mean? Oh, gee, God. You know, if you don't laugh, you cry, all right? But this Sean Atwood is now fucking on his platform now, fucking gloating. Because all he sees is fucking pound coins, you know what I mean? Pounds. He doesn't give a fuck. You know? Julia's not even getting bailed out. You know? Her next court case is on the 7th of April. So she's not even bailed out. So she's hanging in her fucking prison cell. She's in a prison cell now for the next 2 months, March and April. Well, 5-6 weeks. She's going to be in a prison cell. Now Atwood is saying, everybody write her letters, throw money over to her, blah, blah, blah. And then he fucking showed up a fucking book that he knows people in prison who will keep her safe. Fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Yous are the ones who put her in prison by enabling her and telling that girl she was doing brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And giving her the fucking platform. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. And do you know what? I think maybe you should be charged with something. Fucking hell, man, hey? You know? Typical. But anyway, Wayne's 10 minutes up and I'm just clearing my head, you know what I mean? I'm just clearing my head. So I'll talk to you all soon. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.